and Takatoshi Hijiyama, level 5 pilot skill acquired.
Do we know for sure when all the kids came from?
No.
Do we know for sure when any of the kids came from?
We can take a guess. I mean, the thing is, we've seen, presumably, the start of several of their stories. Okay, now if you want to consider Juro Kurabe and Juro Izumi to be two separate people, and not just one person with two separate consciences, if you consider them to be two separate people, we know when Juro Kurabe came around. We saw when his stories, when they implanted his memories. And as far as I can tell, that was 1985.
Okay. Okay, maybe we'll worry about the time periods later.
Yeah. And, like Megumi, presumably her story started in 2024. Because that's when we ran into her, and that's when the Sentinel dropped in her lap.
Mm-hmm. Think we'll go viral?
Motorcyclist.
It strikes me I taped down the sticky notes so much there's really no point for the push pins. Fuck me. I'm gonna keep them there I could also just write down the generations.
Kaiju! I am not a kaiju.
Right.
That we know of.
Is it you, Lantern? Are you the villain of 13 Sentinels?
You've discovered my horrible secret.
2025
chocolate.
Why is that a mystery file again?
We'll find
We
out.
haven't even seen chocolate come up.
The crepes? The ice cream?
That's in 1985.
Fuck!
We have not seen chocolate be mentioned in the 2024/2025 timelines.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
What is anything anymore?
Hang on, let me check. Nope, my hamsters are still on strike.
Sarat, I'm scared.
Oh, only 2 points.
Why are we here? Just to suffer? Yes.
Just to suffer, yeah.
That's literally why this LP exists.
This exists because we love this game and we want to see how you guys experience it.
Yep.
With pain.
2025 chocolate has nothing to do with chocolate.
I know, you're still on Kaiju Invasion.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yes, sir.
For a second there, I was like, where the hell?
Willy Wonka? Willy Wonka?
Manufactured by VW. This
By
is
Volkswagen?
German chocolate?
It was made by Volkswagens?
That's what it's German.
Oh my god, the Hitler Mobile makes chocolate!
Oh my god, wait.
In fact, Hitler was one of the driving forces behind Volkswagen.
What is in the chocolate?
Cacao?
No, chocolate isn't the chocolate.
Is there fluorite?
I don't know. It doesn't give a full ingredient list.
Is that how they made the friggin' frogs gay?
It's how we got chemtrails.
Anything could mean anything at this point. I don't know.
Yep. 13 Sentinels.
I'm not sure how much of this is legit and how much of this I'm just playing up.
Okay, there's a gas explosion somewhere we can unseal. Mystery points don't have any other purpose but to unlock this list, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that if you unlock everything...
Then all the mystery toys become meta chips.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know, there's a chance that I'm just overstimulated from having to go back and forth between a notebook and the corkboard.
Maybe you should have some 2025 chocolate.
I would love some chocolate right about now. Okay, A has amnesia, but it might be addressed by name. And A is from another dimension. Fuck, there's alternate dimensions.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to say we need to take a quick break
Okay.
because it's almost been 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the audience won't notice because I'm hitting pause, but yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes here.
Okay.
The hamsters need a short 5-minute break.
Yes.
The hamsters have been on strike this whole time.
They
My
still
hamsters
break.
need a break!
Look, if they're not working, they don't get breaks. That may be why they're on strike.
My hamsters are working, and they need a break.
But yeah, back in a minute.
Okay.
And we are unpaused. So, another point that plagued me over the past couple of weeks. There was a discussion Lantern and I had about the whole chronological order of the game. And I kept going back to it. Well, I know he wasn't missing my point. So he was still saying, yeah, the game's in chronological order. But I'm pretty sure you weren't missing what I was saying about it. So I took that into account. And I went, okay, let's begin with the assumption that Lantern is, you know, not just feeding me a line of BS here. In the way I'm determining chronological order, it means we're running through a timeline over and over and over again in the same story. Easy enough. And just for an example, let's say we start the timeline at A 1985. We don't know where we're actually starting. I'm just using 1985 as an example. We head all the way to 2064. We watch the failure happen. Then we zoom all the way back to 1944, continue on, and we hit 1985 all over again. Okay? Something along that line, and I hope that makes sense to everybody. And I'm still going to argue that technically that's not chronological order as far as I'm concerned. That in and of itself, because you're still 1944 happens, and then 1985 happens twice. To me, that's just not chronological order. However, if we have another bit going on, if we have to put each of these trips through the timeline in order, let's just say that instead of there being multiple timelines that we're looping back in and on itself, we've got one very big timeline. And this one very big timeline encompasses all the smaller timelines that we're going through. However, all of those smaller timelines aren't happening at the exact same time as each other. In other words, you've got timeline A over here, where say it's 2064. At that exact moment on the larger timeline, over in dimension number 2, it's 2024. So you've got two timelines running next to each other. It's just in one it's 2064, the other it's 2024. Then you've got a third one running alongside there where it's like 1984. And then a fourth one running alongside there where it's 1942. So we could start off and say where it's 2064. We watch humanity lose, then we shift, but instead of shifting backwards in time, we're shifting sideways over into Dimension 2 where it's 2024. We spend a year there to get to 2025, so the timeline over in the 1984 has moved over to 1985. The timeline over in 1942 is now 1943. And then we spend that time in 2025 and jump again, but instead of going backwards, we're going sideways again. So now we're in 1985 over in Dimension 3. And then we spend more time there, and then we jump sideways again to get to 1944 in Dimension 4. And as far as I can tell, that's the only way I can actually kind of accept that all these timelines are actually in chronological order.
And then the production agent goes, "What do you call that act?" And the dad's like, "The Aristocrats."
Yes, thank you very much. It hurts my head to think about that, and that's why the hamsters went on strike.
It could just be time travel.
It could, but then, like I said, that doesn't sound like chronological order to me if you're, shifting back and forth on the timeline.
Well, like, chronologically, one character could be in 1984 and then 2024, and then they go backwards to 1944, and that would be chronological to them.
Not to me. Because 1944 happens, and we're already in stage 3 of that character's story. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Clear within 60 seconds.
Oh my god, these are the hamsters! Mystery Files 208. Bento with meatballs.
Ready.
Drum Mine Kaiju. Have we seen them yet?
I don't believe we have.
They don't sound healthy.
They do not.
My turn. Here goes.
Do I need to be keeping track of the kaiju too?
Nah.
Not really.
Okay.
Fight.
Okay, so let's see. I have to have almost everybody in on this. Thankfully, those five guys that are on the sidelines will come back next fight.
Yep.
Actually, I need to do something.
Okay.
Here, don't I need to do something I have not done in a little while.
Yeah, saving would be a good idea. Oh, there's that kitten again.
It is not a kitten.
Sounds like a kitten.
Go
That
away,
is a-
Fluffy!
That is a hiatal spasm. It's very normal.
It's adorable.
And kittens have them. Also, just because you burned out my hamsters with that, I need to remind you, Lantern, that Kraven the Hunter movie comes out on your birthday.
I'm going to be at work during that.
Let's see. So I can have one G1, two G2s, two G3s, or three G4s. Not sure which ones are best for fighting drum mines. That's a new type. I'm willing to bet we can't get right up next to it. For obvious reasons.
We'll find out more about it once we get into the fight. But at the very least, Yori and Natsuno are both fully okay. So they can go at least a couple rounds.
Well, I mean, they're in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I only have 2 back on defense. If that's even a thing with this mission. Well, let's try it.
Allow me.
Yeah, I have 18,000 meta chips.
Yeah?
My power level is over 18,000.
Damn power levels.
I'm not gonna lie, Surat, when you said that I was gonna hate your theory, I thought you were gonna be like, so BJ's the bad guy.
No, I just remember how you reacted to the whole timeline shenanigans speech last time.
Yeah, I mean, in the realm of fiction, I can accept it. To imply that there are, like, timelines and timelines in the real world, I cannot afford to believe that's true.
Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so.
What did we pick up with that? I mean, I'm getting... Let's go ahead and advance as far as we can with the meta system here.
Yeah. I should look what an evidence board actually looks like.